Hey, hey, people. It's a Transcendent Beard here for another, my second live. Uh, I'm needing to organize some things here on the property. One of the things, well, actually, the primary thing that I'm going to be doing here is I'm creating this Inner Light Wellness Center. Uh, this it's going to be a place where there'll be a lot of different types of healing modalities, and we're going to have meditation, and we're going to have a life skills library to help people learn skills that people don't tend to learn in school and whatnot these days. We're creating a place where people can come and laugh and sing, dance, sit quietly, and well, what we're doing, I'll show you here. This little piece of property came. I'm paying for this $400 a month. I was lucky I got it for no down payment. It's a half an acre lot. Goes all the way down to there and all the way down to the street over there. It's a driveway, and there's just enough space in here for me to legally build the building that we need to build. To meet all the requirements for the city, the setbacks, and we have to hire an architect and stuff. But right now I've got my camper here, and this is our first real project. I refer to it as a power podium, and what they'll do is there's a 200 amp service in there, and that connects an outlet for the RV, and we can add a couple more outlets over here. But we're about to finish this work, install this weatherhead, make the final connections, and it's a very short distance, so I don't think the power company should give us, too much difficulty getting hooked up. So all these things, I'm 58 years old. I'm not able to work as much as I used to, and I do a lot of things still, and I'm relying on, the universe to keep sweeping a path to my door. And I cut down that telephone pole. Was actually on the property. I cut the pole down. It was in the woods down there. Brought it up here, cut it in half, reinstalled it. Those planks are solid oak planks that were leftover cutoffs at a friend of mine's sawmill. Oh, I posted some videos about the sawmill. Check it out. Go in my videos and check out the one about the sawmill. But that's where that wood came from. Local farm, beautiful people. I do a lot of work over there with them. They're so nice. They let me stay there during the pandemic. I was like in the middle of nowhere with no people around. It worked out well for me. They were so good. I ended up buying the camper. So you might say, well, why would you want to build a place like this Inner Light Wellness Center? Well, I've been kind of a redneck and a construction worker my whole life. Hunter, fisher, a man's man, blah, 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 carrying the load of the world on my shoulders. And at the age of 53, I had an experience with Kundalini yoga and some really, really deep, deep internal work, and it's changed my entire existence. And this practice was a very early morning thing, 4 a.m. to 6:30, and for obvious reasons, a lot of people maybe don't participate in that sort of thing. But for me, it was something that really helped me. I mean, I was at the point where I was working for a mid-level construction company in Miami, making good money, but every day, I thought about, was it worth living? Should I kill myself? I just couldn't stand it anymore. It was not the life that I should be living. So I've shifted, and now I'm not living that life anymore. That job's gone. That whole life is gone. And I've been called to do this. When I came back to upstate New York, I looked for the, what I needed, and the group of people I needed are not here. So what do you do? If what you need doesn't exist, then you've got to make it. And now that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to provide a place here so that I can have my own practice, and that many people in the future will be able to make positive change in their lives. We want to impact the lives of children. We want to help the elderly people in the community here. We're just outside of Rosendale, New York. Technically, my address is Kingston, but I'm far from Kingston. Rosendale is borders like right over there. So we're going to raise up a community around this, and we're going to help society. We're going to make real change in an effective way. And I believe the way to do that is to love and serve people. And my commitment in my life is to love and serve others. So there are many, many ways that you can do that, you know, and then all of us can do that. We each, every one of us can love and serve others. So the way I've been called apparently is to create this place so that others can come here. I'm going to plant trees, the shade of which I shall never enjoy. And that's what I want to do. You know, if you understand what that means. I'm going to build a thing, make a place, open a space, a safe, secure space where this type of love and happiness can grow. And the people are going to come here. They're going to come here. The universe is going to send me everything I need and those who need this place. And this is going to be a place of, you know, we're going to dance and sing and love, and we're going to reach out, and we're going to stand in a world that oftentimes seems like things are going so bad, and it's easy to focus on that. It's easy to get distracted by that. But guess what? We all have an inner light within us. We have this powerful, pure energy inner light. And if we pursue that and we strengthen that and we encourage that, it's not only going to help us, it's going to help, you know, many, many people for generations to come. We have to take the power. The power is knowing that we have the ability to create the world that we want to live in. That we don't have to accept what's being crammed down our throats. We don't have to hide and run, but we don't have to fight either. All we have to do is come together and love one another, do the right things, learn, live morally, ethically, do things fair. Hey, do the right thing even when there isn't anyone standing there trying to force you to do it. So I'm in upstate New York, and I am near Kingston, but it's a town of Rosendale. It's in the Apple Valley, which is where there are a lot of apples, pears, and other types of fruit farms. Let me see. I'm going to roll back here. I'm sorry. I was talking so much I didn't see some of the questions. Hello, Chris Benson. All right. So, where are you? Well, the beard is, it's actually kind of sloth, right? Everybody always compliments me on the beard, but it's so easy to just not cut it. So, anyway, this place, this is some of the area. The whole place was wooded. It had been left for like 20 years. And the land came to me through a person that I had done a bunch of work for in Puerto Rico. And he used to own this land a long time ago when he was a contractor himself, now retired. So he gave it to a friend who just let it sit here. I came in and I cut all the trees and stuff that I needed by hand. Me and a friend of mine, we made a huge pile, which we burned on the 4th of July all day. So to meet all the requirements here, it's 150 feet across the road up there. And at that end, extreme end, we have to put our well. And then all the way at this end, we have to design into this hill a septic system. Septic system and the well have to be 100 feet apart. So All those things obviously cost money. Right now I'm using my camper. The neighbor, who's kind of a solitary guy, he doesn't like to be disturbed, but he was so kind, he allowed me to put an electrical breaker into his panel. Hey from Omaha, Nebraska, how you doing? If the zombie apocalypse starts, man, you probably won't make it as far as me. Anyway, I hope that doesn't occur. But if it does, use blade-edged weapons, because you don't need bullets. Huh? Right? Get yourself a sword. Anyway, he got me distracted. So, bit by bit, oh, the guy over here, he's really kind. He allowed us to put a 30 amp breaker in the panel, and I have an outlet over there luckily my camper only needs 30 amps. Hey, thank you very much. Wait, I didn't see who sent that to me. That was cool. Thanks for the hat and mustache, man. That was cool. Dude put a big hat and a mustache on me. So he let us hook up to the power, and he has a surface well because there's just water everywhere around here. He has an old surface well that his family used to use. His mother's been on that property for many, many years. So he allowed us to dip into that well. And then, yeah, oh, there it is. 1616, user 1616. Thank you, man. It looked great on me. I'll look back at it on the recording. I got a surface well. We can't drink the water, but it has little minerals in it. I added some chlorine, cleaned that up, and we have a little tiny pressure pump over there so we can wash dishes and shower and stuff. And we're having to use a commode with plastic bags in it because I still don't have a septic system. But we're here. We've, I'm actually living here. I have an address now. It's 62 Collop Road, I keep saying the wrong number. I've been corrected twice. It's 72 Collop, K-A-L-L-O-P, Collop Road. And it's a little highway here on the back. That's these people I notice, so they drive way too fast through here. I'm already going to have a battle, I can see. So I got this big old mailbox, and it's been officially accepted by the post office. I am receiving mail here. Yeah, man, I'm trying to go deep. That's how I ended up here. When I went so deep that I met myself, and it was kind of scary. But then when I came out of that, I shedded so many things and so many layers and was able to correct and heal so many things that it's pushed me in a completely different direction. I've gone really deep. Hey, let's see, Cameron Wakefield. I'm not really a homesteader, but it was a totally wild piece of property. Had been left for over 20 years. And there was a house here at one point, but it's like starting over. It's like being a homesteader, except I have to pay $400 a month. Bryce, you are on that level. What are you talking about? We're all on the same level. There's only one consciousness, one soul, one energy. We're all just different manifestations of it. You know, we're all here for different reasons. Sorry. This is only the second time I've done a live, so I'm really getting used to this, trying to pay attention to what's happening on the screen and, keep my train of thought rolling. Let's see, being a homesteader. Hey, Bryce, please share, because what I'm doing here this is all organic. The whole thing I'm going to do through my whole TikTok and all of my, what do you want to call it, social media career, I'm being totally organic. I'm not making anything happen. I don't have an agenda. What I'm going to do is share all these really unusual and cool things that happen in my life. And people have told me for so many years, you should have a TV show, you should do this, you should. And I just kept working construction, and I thought, working, it's what I want to have a live, just talking about what work actually means. But I thought work meant I had to only beat myself up and, sweat and feel tired and sore, you know? But now I understand that work can be a lot of different things. So I was just pounding my head against that. And now I want to do something different. And it means that I can survive, I can live, and I can thrive by loving and serving other people. This isn't no religious thing here. We're not selling nobody any kind of anything. All I'm doing is creating a space for others to grow, to heal, to expand, to confirm their commitment to themselves. These are the things. Now, once in the middle of this, somebody's trying to call me, but I'm going to have to decline this phone call. Anyway, so, well, my last kind of bad experience with the whole rat race thing is I worked for a mid-sized construction corporation in Miami who did really high-end work for like 9 years of my life, and I got kicked to the curb with nothing. But it doesn't matter. I didn't even argue with them about it. When they told me they wanted me to leave, I felt relieved. And it's really kind of been the beginning of this path that I'm on. I mean, it led to this. Since I lost my job, lost my house, split with my wife, all these things went downhill. But guess what? I'm driving a newer truck than I've ever had in my life. And I had a brand new camper. And it's beautiful inside. It's like a little apartment. I'm not upset that I lost my house. I didn't end up owing any money. I even made a tiny bit of money. But all of these things, I didn't plan any of it. So I know that, well, what I know is I don't know anything. If I'm really honest, I look back and I don't try to claim like I had this great plan of life and I did all these things and I was going to, and I did A, B, C, and 1, 2, 3, and now I'm the man. No. I was stumbling along, just always feeling like I was trying to catch up. I have never really known or been in control, of, or thought I was in control of what was actually happening. I'm just constantly trying to do the best I can to make it through another day. And now I have a real purpose. And this is ultimately not even going to be my property. We're going to make this into a foundation, and it's going to own itself. And I'm just going to be a steward here. This is not going to be mine. This is going to belong to the Inner Light Wellness Center. Is going to be an organization unto itself. It's not going to be me, but I am going to build this place. We already have a tentative design on the building. It's like a 30 by 50 post and beam frame building that's going to be. We have just enough room to meet all the setback requirements. It puts the house like right in the center of the property. And we have all this cool stuff here that we're just going to make into gardens. This is ruins from the old house that used to be here. There's a little ruin of the old house. We're going to leave these. We're going to plant more plants and stuff around. Yeah, well, if we're identified and the value of ourselves as a human being is based upon what we can produce, that can be snatched away from us at any time. And yeah, I know. Now, I know one thing for me, unfortunately, or not unfortunately, but in my life, where I've lived, if I don't produce and I wasn't working hard and constantly bringing everything to the table, no one had anything for me. I've rarely had someone give me anything that I didn't bust my butt for. And I thought that was the only way you could live. But if you're not physically able to do that, or as I'm getting older now, and I know I have to plan moving forward to do less and less. I can plan on being healthy and strong, and I can plan on pursuing these goals. But I have to accept I'm getting less, not more. And that's going to continue until one day I'll be here or no more. And that's fine with me. So now, work is going to be something else. I'm 58, and I'm in pretty good shape. 190 pounds. I could probably lose 10 pounds. Oh, it's something I want to do. What do you guys think? I want to do a transformation video My son's really into working out too, and we have this calisthenic app, and I'm considering, just doing the whole transformation, knock off like 10 pounds and get some real abs going. Woo-hoo. Anyway, something I'm thinking about because I want to do it. Black walnut, yeah. You don't know how many of those were here. Well, medicine man, that's what we're doing. It's not just my knowledge, but it's the power of the universe and the energy from the Mother Earth, and and from God, and all these things combined. That I really know nothing, and it sounds corny, because the more I know, the less I know. That's not what I'm saying. I mean, I really realize, wow, I only have like this very scratch the surface. Do you ground? Oh yeah, sure. Right now, oh, you know what? I got my, hey, let's do some grounding right now. Let's take this off. I forgot I'm walking around here in rubber. Oh yeah, now. Thank you. User 1616, why don't you give yourself a nice name? Thank you for reminding me of that. Now I'm grounded. All right, we're all connected. Y'all get out there and put your bare feet on the ground. Come on now, I'm here. If you stand on the ground outside right now, we'll all be directly connected. All right. Anyway, so it's funny. Here's pieces. This is a metal pin from a scaffolding sections, not scaffolding, rather concrete forms. My friend, who was the original owner, had stored this here, and these pieces fell out of a bucket or something. But I know exactly what they are. Anyway, a lot of cleanup to do too. There's been a lot of cement blocks, rocks, and crap dumped down in here over the years, apparently to build it back up. Soaking in the Bryce, soaking in the amazing vibes and spreading some good, yes, Bryce. Cameron, so do I. I'm sorry, I don't know what you, oh, I'm outside. You're outside right now. Okay, so do I. You got your feet on the ground. Good, that's what you mean. Awesome. So, in order to make this happen, and I know that to me it's a done deal. This thing is done. It's gonna happen. I have to catch up to it. You know what I mean? It's a reality. It already exists in this future plane, and these beautiful, beautiful souls and community that are gonna rise up around me to support this place, they're already in play. This is like, it's literally a done deal. And I gotta tell you, I walk around here and it feels so good here. It feels so good. And there's people across the street and ladies up here, super nice. They're so happy to see us here. The man next door who's helped us out so much so far. I mean, it's just, and this is a blessing. The whole TikTok thing. I mean, I finally said, okay, I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna make a life of this. I have a bunch of video too that I'm taking of other things. I do a lot of roller skating. I want to visit a lot of cool little diners. I love going to diners, and I always go anyway, so it's time that I share that with some other people. Let's see. I lose my train of thought sometimes when we're just going along. I'm gonna get better at this. Oh, I'm gonna make a YouTube channel. So I'm gonna present some longer format information there. And what I'll do is I'll show some clips of those things here, and then I'll try to, let you guys know when they're posted up. You can go see things in a longer format if you're interested on the YouTube. Well, somebody must have been camping out here at some time. They lost a steak. Black walnut trees, a lot of them here. So that means if I have gardens, I'm gonna have to put down some fabric and then haul in soil to put over the top, because nothing wants to grow behind them. Hey Bryce, I appreciate it very much. Whatever you can do. I'm not trying to to profit myself in any way. Oh, I missed that. What was it? Oh, I missed that. What was it? Oh, you sent me a pancake. All right, Bryce. Thank you. Thank you. So I'm putting in everything I have. I'm putting in my whole life. I don't know if you've all heard of this guy, Sadhguru, but he made a temple in India. And I heard when he was talking about it, he said he was just pouring his whole life into it, all of his energy and his blood. And he says he didn't think he was going to live through it. He thought by the time that was done, it was going to sap his life. And he said, well, but I survived. And so he went on. So now this is what I'm going to do. I'm going to pour all of my life into this. I'm going to pour all my life into this place. I'm going to pour my life into love and service, because it's the only two things that I think in the world are worth doing. Loving and serving. Hey, Robert. I know, I got to be careful with the lighters. For sure. So, I just don't know where it all goes, you know what I mean? But I do know this, that the path that I was on, and it sounds kind of corny, but it was about money and trying to, make my way up the corporate ladder, and I needed to get more salary, and I needed to negotiate more kind of retirement, and in the end, I just got screwed. So it was like this carrot was dangled out there, and I thought, and I committed. Those years of my life were some of my last youthful years of energy. Gone. Never to come back. Fine. No problem. But you know what? I'm still healthy. Because you know what? I don't wake up every day and want to kill myself. Or even, not suicidal, but to even say, is it worth living another day? Is this all really worth it? I know that it is. And I know that each one of us is a life force. Each one of us is a little part of this grand thing. And I'm not going to try to label it or box it, or it's beyond human description. There aren't any words. They can only make signposts that point in a direction, but there's no words to describe it. But I'll tell you this, it's real. And I grew up a redneck, man, and damn near a hillbilly. And we hated those, new age hippie people and their fucking ideas about chakras and energies. And man, I wish I had listened long, long ago. Yeah, I know, I'm finding the purpose. It's just being laid out before me. It's like hacking your way through the jungle, And there's only one path you can fit through, Sometimes you need a machete. But I'm still so blessed. I mean, this particular month, I don't know. I didn't pay any bills. I put all my stuff on credit cards. And I'm passing it off I got a 0% offer so I can transfer it. But anyway, I have work and I'm going to have money. So I'm not worried. I'm still surviving. And I think that those are part of, the universe providing for me, was that even through this whole pandemic, I never destroyed my credit rating. I still have like a 750 something. It's high. It's up there above. But, I don't have I don't have a real job to support that credit rating, so it doesn't really do me much good. But it's kind of neat. I didn't really mess it up. I thought for sure it was going to tank out. I don't know what the purpose is of all this hair on my face. I wish. Do you have some inside information, man? Because the main reason it's actually here is because of it's so thick. Imagine if you had to shave this every day. Huh? Imagine. Well, I did it for a long time. Then I stopped doing that, and I just trimmed it with a trimmer, and I would have that little stubble beard with a trimmer. And then I was like, you know what? I'm just done with it, because one girlfriend liked it and the other one says it's too rough. So I just let it grow out, and that's it. And after it had grown out, well, I believe, it looks like wisdom anyway. You get food in it? No, you get pretty good at it. get pretty good at avoiding getting the food in there. Here, I'm gonna put me back on the stand here for a minute. I have to be very good about it. And here, I'll show you here's one of my tricks. I go like this. You go to diner or something. And then when I'm done, so the beard oil thing, I don't know what it is, but I guess, well, maybe, because if I'm able to change my lifestyle, and now my lifestyle becomes more social media and talking to you, then I could probably use some beard oil. But I've stopped it in the past because imagine floating sheetrock dust, wood dust, demolition dust floating around. This is a freaking filter. Put some oil in it, it catches even more dust. So I've avoided that stuff because it didn't work for my career. I've seen those beautiful men with their slick, smooth, shiny beards, and the hairs are the same length. Mine's kind of a little fuzzy. I call it a working beard. Some have broken off here, some have broken off here and there. So it's kind of fuzzy. If I was to maintain it that way with the oil and everything, it would get longer and straighter, and all the hairs would eventually kind of get, and all this tattery stuff would be on the bottom. Well, we'll see. I mean, stick around. I plan on being around for a while, so you can look now, and then you'll be able to look later and say, wow, what happened? What changed? Well, Bryce, a lot of people think that it's like I've had a large beard, long enough that I've run into many, many different people who have different cultural ideas about what this beard is supposed to mean. And I just keep my mouth shut and let them apply all of them to me. I'm either a guru or I'm a redneck, or it's all how many different things can you be with a big beard? I'm Santa Claus. You know. Well, thanks, Nancy Moo. I like it. Honestly, it does sometimes get a little bit of a pain in the butt. Yep, that's right, Bryce. So um, I'm happy to have this opportunity, you know, to stop living as a toxic male, living toxic masculinity. And I've leaned a lot into female energy. I have been helped and guided in this process by some very powerful women. I mean, I've had some realizations, like one of the realizations that I had about, the value of the feminine, the female, and the power of women is that, now remember, you may not have thought of this, but every single living animal of any kind on the entire face of this earth comes from a female. And yes, there's some male genetic material involved in some cases, but if you study all these different species, including the humans, how can you draw the conclusion that the men and the males are, the real force of these animal cultures? No, it's not. I don't buy it. What? 8 acres in Erie? What do you mean just slipped through your hands? You mean like this moment, or 8 acres in Erie, Pennsylvania, or in New York? Erie, Lake Erie. So now that I've had this realization and so many things have changed, it's like I have these imperatives and I get these like weird like downloads and stuff, and I have a lot of like crazy tickling and tingling and stuff on my head. I didn't even know what it was. I thought there was something medically wrong with it when I started looking it up. Yeah, man. That's sometimes the hardest thing, and it sounds the corniest. I mean, when people say, "Oh, you gotta love yourself," but I guess my internal definition of love was too narrow and probably related more to sexuality than a lot of things. So it didn't make sense to me. But when I allowed the concept of love to expand and grow beyond the narrow confines that I had been, considering it, the many applications of love, the many forms that love can take depending on the situation. I mean, sometimes the best love you can show someone is a swift kick in the ass. You know what I'm saying? I don't mean to be violent with them. I'm saying sometimes, and I don't want to say tough love. That sounds retarded. But sometimes love takes different forms, and you have to be able to recognize them all. Yeah, Bonnie, I do. I'll give you a quick recap of who I am recently in my life. Most recently, I used to live in Miami. I worked for a mid-sized construction company. I made a very good salary. I had a home there. Corporate management downsized me. Immediately after that, the pandemic kicked in. I was unable to continue my career. Lost my house. I split up with my wife. And I have a nice brand new RV. Well, it's 2 years old now. It's like new inside, except for all the dust. Dust apparently collects a lot in RVs. And I have a pickup truck. I have my little dog Negrita. Where's Negrita? Hi, baby. Here's my little girl. She's my companion. She's registered. She's a little camera shy. She's a registered support animal. So I take her everywhere with me. She's my full-time companion. And and this is my buddy Trevor. He's here on the property for the summer here at the Inner Light Wellness Center. I'm always calling it the center. I mean, there's a lot of trees and dirt and stuff right now, but it's here. This is the center. This is the center. So,
kicking this corn out.
Kicking out the corn. The corn just got kicked out. Sorry. So I live here in the RV for now. I've figured out that the property has the actual correct dimensions that will allow me to build and meet all the codes. The truth is always better than a lie of any kind. Oh, that's not an opinion. Truth is truth. And it's the core of the transformation that I went through. The Kundalini yoga practice stems from a group of people, the Sikhs, who are a religious group from India. And the real core of them is that they talk about God is truth, the name of God. So we used to sing Sat Nam, Satnam, and it means the true name. And the true name we recognize in each other. So when I say to you Satnam, I'm recognizing the true name, which is God, which, we don't have any words to describe. So they say the true name, the truth. Truth is my name. I don't know. I don't understand it all, but I like it. I like the idea that it's not trying to be like this personalized description and, your best friend buddy who's sitting holding your hand or something. It's because what I've experienced is it's kind of ethereal. It's kind of energetic. It's not really visible. It's like the wind. You don't see it, you see the action, Oh, yeah. Where was the campground, Bonnie? 27 years. Wow. They must have been tired of campers. Was it like a full setup? You had electricity, septic, and water, or was it like a camping place, like cabins and stuff? Probably a combination, right? Because most people have some cabins on their campgrounds they use for maybe workers and stuff too. Let's see. How do we get more people involved with this conversation? I'm still learning. Maybe y'all can help me figure this out.
You had two full-time 200 sites. Wow. Where was it located? It must have been in a warm weather place if it was all the time, full time.
Man, do I have any coffee left?
So, currently, I've been working for 2 farms in the area, and one farm, it's the Stone Mountain Farm. You can, Missouri Directory, across from Augusta. Nice. I've been working for these 2. One is the Stone Mountain Farm, and the other one is called Seed Song Farm. They're both here in upstate New York. Tap the screen. Is that what we got? Can you guys tap for me? What happens if I tap it? Oh, I see some hearts. Do I see hearts when you guys tap? How about you guys give me some taps on the screen like that? Oh, does it do my own? That's me. I can see myself when I do that. People need to tap the screen that brings you to the FYP. Sent you likes. Hey. Thanks, Nancy. Hey, Bonnie. Thank you. Bryce. All right, I got you. Woohoo! Now we're starting to see it. I'm going to figure this stuff out. It's going to be fun. And somebody earlier gave me a mustache and hat. That was pretty cool. I don't know. And then I got a pancake from Bryce, right? Was it you, Bryce, sent me the pancake? You guys are sending me more likes. Now I see that some action's happening. You guys are working now. Summer match weekends. What's that? Tips for going live. Sent TikTok Universe the Chopper Medic 1. I don't know what that was, but this stuff keeps popping up on the screen. I'm just gonna start reading it when it pops up. Oh, you did the hat. You did the hat too. Oh, beautiful. Thank you. Now I don't know. I guess I can go back and look at that again on the video because they record it. I think I can share these again in the future. I don't know how it works, but I'm still learning. We got down here effects, enhances, the pancake and the hat. That's lovely. You're my first person to give me a gift. Oh, wait. You know what? I'm going in. Let me see. You're the first person to give me a gift. That was so nice. See that? I'm going to follow you. Bam. Thank you. I follow you, man. Thanks for the gifts, Bryce. That's awesome. So, it's not my, real purpose to just try to monetize this experience, but I need help, It's just, I don't know. I can only work so much, and things are only, I just keep going and doing everything. What I used to saying all the time. Got it. I got you. I'm learning, and I'm not trying to make it a trade situation, tit for tat, but I do understand that those who give me the gifts, they're definitely getting the likes, for sure. And, I don't mean to be egotistical, but when I get this thing down, I am going big, and this is going to be fun, and it's going to go on for a long time. I mean, I'm only going to get better, trust me. And once I get my schedule together and I can start getting editing time and doing better with, right now I don't have internet here, so tethering to my phone slows everything down. It's such a sad, what's that we call a first world problem. I don't have a good enough internet connection. Anyway, the phone works great, so yeah, there's only place this goes is up and out, and all the people that are good to me and care about me, I'm going to spread and share them as much as possible. I don't even, the more I learn, the more I'm going to do. And I appreciate, Bryce, you're teaching me. You were nice to me. You gave me a beautiful gift. And now you gave me another gift, some wisdom on how to go forward with this thing. And, that's what I knew, because I don't know what the fuck's going on. I don't know. Who's this? TikTok Universe to code the beast. _the beast. What's that mean? I gotta figure out. Oh, what's that mean? Let me tap on this thing. Oh, it says for me, view. And then it says, oh no, okay, never mind. Never mind. Crazy. Okay, so I'm learning. Well, I hope so, because the main thing that this has to be a part of, and if it ever goes away from that, I will quit. This has to be a positive, uplifting thing. It needs to be healing. I want to make people smile. I want them to feel the connection in their heart. And you know, maybe we learn things about each other. We learn things about other people, and we support one another. We create this new world, this new support structure that we can have this electronic world now. I'm not against it. I'm all for it. And I believe that you can have just as much of a connection. You have to connect with people in the world too. Yes, that's healthy. Not don't live in the screen. But, you know, it's okay to have these people to support you. Yeah, I hear you, Nancy. The thing of it is, each one of us has the gift of the universe inside of us, because I truly, truly believe that we create the universe before us as we exist. And this world that we live in, the way I understand it, is where you're creating your universe and I'm creating my universe and someone else is creating their universes. And when we all collide, that point of intersection, that's the now. All of our universes have been combined to make that one moment, to make now. That's hilarious. I took it like some deep statement, and you're like, no, that's the banner going across the top. Well, there you go. I'm an idiot sometimes, but yes, thank you for clarifying. And then I see other stuff too. So people are still making comments on other things that are in my videos, and they pop up as well. Anyway, Nancy, that was a good one. But I hope what I had to say was meaningful for you anyway. Oh my God. It's hilarious. So, oh, well, I went to this festival called the Barning Man. And it was at the Stone Mountain Farm. And wow, I met so many beautiful people, so many, musical, artistic, expressive people. Yeah, I know, man. I've had to cut people out. What? Oh, is this who? Oh, okay. I know who you are. I just followed you, Nancy. You were there? No, this one was called Barning Man, but it is the Burning Man community. But I don't know why they called this one a different name. Come on now, wait a minute. You got to answer my question, Nancy Moo. I can see your picture here. I followed you. I got to go and look. Were you at the festival this weekend? Anyway, it was really, really super cool. Like, there's a pond on the farm, and I don't know, there must have been 20 people, naked people in there. And then they all went primitive and climbed out on the bank and spread clay all over themselves. And then they were going, I'm never washing this off my body. And I was like, it was fucking wild. Oh my God. Well, this particular community of people, I felt extremely safe there. They take care of one another. They're very aware. They have principles about how they're going to conduct their festival, and the celebration of life and music and art and freedom of expression. I felt very privileged to be like on the inside, because I work for the farm and I'm associated with the farm, and I often go to these events as kind of a, you know, a presence from representing the farm, and to be of help to any of the people. If they need something that's beyond what they know or what they are supposed to do at the farm, I can usually help. Yeah, Bryce. It was called Barning Man, and it was at the Stone Mountain Farm in New Paltz, New York. You can look it up online. They're going to be back next year. But if you look at the Stone Mountain Farm, I think it's stonemountainfarm.com. I have to check. See, that's something I got to learn. I should have a list here of the stuff of the people I want to promote. You look at them, they have a schedule, and you'll be able to see a whole bunch of different events that are happening over there. They also have a trapeze. So if you are in the area, I don't know where you're at. Where are you at, Bryce? Did you say you were in Missouri? Who said they were in Missouri? I don't want to have to. I can't scroll back this up. I'll get lost. The farm. Well, Bonnie, the farm is Dr. Stephen Larsen, Larsen. He's an author. You're from Ohio. Okay. The farm was almost 400 acres at one point, and Dr. Larsen purchased this a long, long time ago, and he created a magical, energetic place where people like Joseph Campbell used to come and visit and hang out with him, where Ram Dass hung out, where he met the soon-to-be Krishna Das. Ram Dass took him to India from there. There have been many, many people of some really high vibration that have been in that place over the years. There is a real stone circle that was made by people and consecrated, they do a real serious Burning Man that is the farm's event, not an outside event. Wow. It's a place for healing and meditation and expansion, and they are all of the beautiful, energetic things that I'm developing, building in my life, and that are going to be present here at the Inner Life Wellness Center. It is an amazing place. Robin Larsen right now is in the process of dying. She's over 80 years old. She's just 80. I was at her 80th birthday. The family's all around her. She's cared for every day, but her days are numbered. Dr. Stephen Larsen is in his 80s, still strong. He's out there still seeing clients, and he does counseling, and he does biofeedback and neurofeedback treatments. He's helped many, many people. You can find him, Stone Mountain Counseling was the name of his company, and Robin's organization was the Center for Symbolic Studies. Hey, Dirk, how's it going? So these are people, too, that I just magically came in contact with by volunteering at the horse barn. They had, like, retired horses or horses with health problems. You know, always had, one was even blind, completely blind. And I volunteered cleaning stalls and feeding the horses and turning them out. Yeah, Nancy, it's an amazing, amazing place. And, you know, they're just places like that are so few these days, or at least in this area too. But this Hudson Valley is this, what did you call it? So what kind of pocket?
Pocket of enlightenment.
A pocket of enlightenment. That we live in this place in upstate New York. You're a full-time creator? Caretaker for your mother. Oh, wow. We lost a really good friend, Rana, to Alzheimer's. She started the Freestyle Frolic as a barefoot boogie dance that still goes on to this day. And she was a fucking artist, and she drew fairies and beautiful art online. Rana, what was her last name? I remember. I'm going to find information. I'm going to post up. They still sell her art. Her husband is still selling that art, so people can still, you know, get Rana's art. You are a fucking trooper. That is so, so hard. It's hard enough to take care of a person who has Alzheimer's who isn't your family member. But wow. So, how deep in it are you? Is she still, kind of normal at times, or where you at? You have support? Got people there supporting you? So, yeah, so the people at the farm just magically entered my life. Their children's names are Gwendolyn, and Merlin. They're fully grown human beings now in their 40s. They're taking over the reins at the farm. They grew up chasing fairies through the woods. So, the other farm that I work with is the Seed Song Farm, and they're just outside the city limits of Kingston, near the railroad tracks and a bunch of land that was, I don't know, must have been farms back in the day. There's also a golf course. So they have a kids' summer camp. I've been facilitating that. I rebuilt the kitchen countertops for them, and we fixed up the kitchen. I'm still working there. Hey, that's my sister Tina. So, yeah. That. Oh, wow. Well, so you're pretty deep in there, huh? How are you holding up? How are you holding up? So the other farm, Seed Song Farm, they have a kids program they're running. I helped them get water out to one of their fields that they're growing now. Big water lines in a trench, and built them a kitchen sink and set up for the farm workers. But there are another people who are just trying to do like wholesome things. They're not cramming any agenda down anybody's throat. You know what they want to cram down your throat? Fresh, clean vegetables. They want to grow stuff, and they want people to grow stuff. They're encouraging, they're educating. That'll be part of the life skills library here. Ah, yeah, right. Now you can get more than one person to help you, right? Instead of having to do everything. That's great. I'm so happy. So nobody got sick. Mom didn't get sick during the COVID. Everybody's vaccinated, or I'm not trying to start a controversy. Hey, Mike Runkle, what's up, bro? Thanks for coming by. Uh, yeah. So I do have tattoos. Who asked that? Do you have any tattoos? Are you looking at me or no? I'm sorry. Oh, here. This is an hand of the goddess. This one's from Puerto Rico. Got that one. This tarantula was standing on the side of my neck, but I got the tattoo. But yeah, got a couple of tattoos. At Bonnie. Yeah, Bonnie, you're a trooper. I know what that's like, man. My buddy Dave went through it with his wife right to the end. But she would have lived longer. But he was using a care home to help him with her, and they dropped her. Well, they said she fell out of the bed, and she died like 2 weeks after that fall. And I don't know why that would make her die so much faster, but it was weird because he had to put her in the home for a while there because she couldn't climb up and down stairs anything anymore, and was having difficulty with mobility. So I'm glad you're there taking care of your mom, so you'll know exactly. Dave is like, he couldn't get really angry with the people, or he's not that kind of guy, because there was no real proof that anything happened, that they were neglectful. But it's, you know how that shit is. How could she just fall out and fucking hurt herself like that? Huge bruises and stuff without, I don't know. I don't want to be, but it doesn't matter now. She's peaceful now. But yeah, he didn't say anything. He brought her home, and then she died not long after that. Not that day, but days. Yeah. So she was a great person, very quiet, and I think about that. And then, like I did, they can test you now and tell you if you have. I hope the people that did the real test for me, they tell me I have no signs for Alzheimer's or the Parkinson's. So, yeah.
APOE.
Hey, Mike, where are you, man? You still there? Mike Runkle, what's up? Well, so I'm working for these farms, and then my sister Tina, who's on here now, she needs me to go and help her with some work out there in Illinois, um, which is what I want to do. I want to get this stuff. I'm trying to get my power turned on over here, which is what I put on the power podium was the. Oh wow, we might get a thunderstorm here. So the power podium I'm working on, and when I get my power turned on and I get things squared away, well, even if I don't get the power turned on, I'm going to see my sister Tina and help her get her building squared away, and we're probably going to open up a second-hand shop there. So get that rolling, and then and then what else am I going to have to do? Oh, people were trying to tempt me with some big-time job offers down in Miami to go back to the construction management, but you know what? I'm not going to do it. I don't care. $200,000 a year. I'm not doing it. I'm not going to do it for. I'll fucking hate myself. I'll be ready to kill myself again. There's no way. The only way I could ever work for a company that would pay me that kind of money, they would have to have a completely different mindset. And I know this guy, the one who wants to give me the money, he is an asshole. And all he does is beat everybody for money. He's a super rich guy and he wants more and more money. Well, I'm not doing it. So I'm going to be here. I'm going to go and do the things for these people, the people that I love, the people that I'm here to serve, you know? And then somebody long time back mentioned something about ending up in the street with a cardboard sign, but you know, I'm fucking prepared to do that. If that's what I have to do in order to stay true to this, what I need to do, then I'll do it. Fine. Oh, that was you. You know that's rolling out.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. So yeah, I just don't know. But I ran into another person today, a nice lady who has a little small glass block wall she wants to put in her shower, and you know, and those things keep happening. But I physically can't keep doing that. I, I hate to even have to admit it, but the weak, you know, it's not that I'm weak. I'm real strong, and I'm very capable for the life I've had to live. But I know I can't do it forever, and I cannot pound hammers on a daily basis anymore. I cannot do all of this super hard labor forever. So I'm working through this period of time while I'm still healthy enough to keep doing things, but it has to end. So this transition is coming one way or the other. And yeah, hard to find a job with morals. Yeah. Well, it is because, and I believe it's because of capitalism, because so many people have thoroughly bought into the idea of capitalism. Everything is based on a monetary value. So when people's lives are all profit, you know, profit justifies everything. So thank you, Bryce. Thank you. Thank you so much. I appreciate it. It's like all the people so far that have responded in this and have been very positive and made me feel like this is a really is a future that there can be a future here for me, and if this can help me create this center and promote this center, I want to promote happiness, compassion, understanding, kindness, love and service, love and serve. You go out, find anyone, everyone, someone to love and serve. Love the unlovable people. Serve the people who don't even who try to hate you over it. You know, that's what it's about. And then for me, the more I do that, I find more joy, and the universe keeps sweeping the path right before me, right up to this moment right now. I see there's 6 of you out there still. I would love it if there was 100, and I'm gonna get there one day, and we're all gonna be connected, and each of us is gonna take something out of this, and we're gonna take that and we're gonna bring it into the world, and we're gonna share it, and we're gonna love it. Now, Yeah, everything, all my resources, everything that comes into my life right now is aimed at this place. Everything. All I'm doing is I have payment on that. I don't own this camper. I have a payment on that camper. I got a payment on my truck, and I have a payment on this land. And then I have to eat. I have car insurance, camper insurance. The guy who's selling me the property wants me to buy a minimal insurance policy to cover the property, which is a general liability policy, because it doesn't have a structure, so I can't get, you know. So all of my resources. Look, I'll be honest with you. I smoke some weed, but this is all free. It was given to me. I don't do drugs. I don't drink alcohol. I will eat some mushrooms now and then, or maybe take a hit of acid. I'm not gonna lie. If that means somebody doesn't want to help me do what I'm doing, okay, that's great. But I'm not spending money. No way, no how. The resources that come, everything I get is focused on keeping me alive. And then while I'm alive, I'm doing this until it's done. If I have to die on this piece of land. Oh, who gave me the big heart? Woo, baby. Yeah, Bryce, you're killing me. Oh, love it. Look at the roses. Look at the roses. Oh, my God. 20, how many? This is amazing. I love it. Woohoo! Yeah. Sanam. Wow, how many roses? Holy crap. You just I put a goal up there just as a thing. I was practicing, and you just satisfied 50% of my whole goal for this entire live. Bryce, you're awesome. Oh, dude, that's what I'm going to do. And it's just I say so many things and it sounds corny to me because I'm just so happy that I'm still here and that I got to have a chance to see the world a different way and to know that there was no joy in the path I was on. And now, even though I don't know what's going to happen or how it's all going to work out, I'm so much happier. I don't wake up every day thinking of ways I could kill myself and it wouldn't make my son want to commit suicide because children of suicide victims commit suicide. I mean, that's where I was. And now it's I can't wait to see what happens next. Yeah, I'm figuring out how to do that. My sister told me that today, and I didn't do it yet. I was going to do it before this. And I think there's something I'm supposed to make some kind of a wish list or somehow. I'd like to do that because, again, and you're going to be with me, and I'm going to show you. There's going to be no bullshit here. I am 100% real. It's all you're ever going to get from me. Whether, warts and all. I am what I am. And the fact that some of you have already reached out to me, you know how much this inspires me? You, Bryce, you have you have cemented in my heart that I know this is the path. Really, that's you. You gave that to me. And you know what? Nancy, your support and suggestions have been going on here. Man, this is so awesome. I didn't mean man. I didn't mean to call you man, Nancy. Not to say that a man can't be a Nancy. Or is that a Nancy boy? Anyway. So, right now, let's think about this. I'm trying to do a live schedule, I guess. But I'm trying to figure out how I best connect with you guys. And I thought evening was good. Early morning. What is 7 a.m.? I don't know. I'm trying to figure out times. If anybody can give me some suggestions, I'd appreciate it very much. Yeah, well, Bryce, that's sometimes the reason that we live, is so that we'll be there to reach out for others. Whoa, we're having a major pour. Look. Woo! Well, I think I'm going to have to sign off because I'm going to have to go and make sure everything's out of the rain and all of my windows are closed in the camper. Oh, no. Here, I'll take you with me. Let's go. Wing into the camper. So, it's a Jayco 2020. It's messy. I threw all this stuff on the floor. It was outside. Nice dinette. Big windows. I got to close this window. The water's coming in. So, it's got a huge bathroom.
This bathroom is like gigantic. This shower, you can literally, oh, I gotta shut this quick. Stand in here with your elbows out and you can turn around in a circle. So that is like awesome. 2 bunks. I bought a bunkhouse. This is where Trevor's staying in the top bunk. And then there's the bottom bunk. It's all my clothes right now. Pantry, nice pantry. I take the protein drinks every day. There's Negrita. This is her spot. We cover it with a towel so she can stay in there. She is my love. I love this dog so much. Oh my God. So let's try to do, what's good? Okay, go help Mama, Bonnie. I love you. Thank you. Let's try for tomorrow after work again, around 5:30, something like that. Bryce, please come back and see me again. I love you, man. I love you. That's great. Thank you so much for all this, and you guys are making me feel like $1 million, and we're gonna do this thing together, and you're gonna see this wellness center. I found RDV Architect. She'll do it for me for a very reasonable price. Plans are coming. Yes, thank you. Hey Johnny, sorry, we're just come back tomorrow, 5 p.m.